Hello everyone and welcome back to Vampire The Masquerade Coteries of New York. We're basically in I won't even call it tutorial land, but we're basically still in I'd say the first act of Coteries of New York. We're still learning the basics basically. We haven't even gotten to being able to make decisions other than just rest. Because all I can do is rest. Eventually we'll be making decisions. Decisions that I want to point out don't really matter in the long run. Because sadly, there's only really one ending to this. It's not that great. But it's very much the whole lead up to it. It's like a lot of games with the ending's not really that great, but, you know, the story to get you there. But anyway, we rest. You open your eyes. It's pitch dark here, the blackness of a coffin drifting in the abyss. Alright, the light. Scratch the switch, flip it. The familiar cramped room with a steel door, no windows comes to the view. You emerge from the bedroom fully awake, just like yesterday. See, now I would actually like that. Being able to just wake up actually awake. And not just, ugh. This time, however, Sophie is waiting for you. Comfortably seated on the sofa in your living room space, a book in her hand, the mail carrier of resistance, the tire sure on brand. Oh, good evening, Balls. Good evening, Sophie. Hope you rested well. Tonight will be quite eventful, I think. Come, we have an appointment. We have an appointment. I received word Elysium will be called again tonight on account of your unruly friend from Corona Park. This should be a great opportunity for you to mingle. Yeah, I gotta go mingle. She keeps talking as you walk downstairs to get in the car. Gregory gives you a slight nod and a small smile while opening the door for Sophia. She starts the car when you take your seat in the back. Most of the premature encounters bound to be there, at least those who usually attend. Probably some other important personalities you did well, at least to learn about. The premature encounter represents the interests of the local kindred and advises the prince on matters of law and rule. Traditionally, it consists of representatives from each of the most prominent clans or factions in the domain, naturally favoring those of the Camarilla, though outsiders are allowed to report any issues to Primogen. Not of their own clan, Primogen are often errors, but despite the term, Primogen for land means the first one, there are no rules in place that this is how it's meant to be. Must be. In fact, in the last few decades, more and more counters have seen drastic changes to the structure. Not enough elders to back the Primogen, apparently. Yeah, more portraits, great. Sounds delightful. Yeah, you should get used to it. We kindred love scheming our nightly dance macabre here in New York City. It's relatively local and harmless, all told. Times are changing, though. She stops herself, seems to be gathering her thoughts for some moment while shooting a scrutinized glance in the rearview mirror. The power plays were in motion decades, even centuries ago, pretty much only now bearing fruit. Being immortal gives us plenty of time to think about our next move on the chessboard. Wouldn't hurt to start thinking about yours, as long as you discuss it with me, of course. Anyway, you should behave yourself tonight. Remember what I told you about reflecting on me as your patron? A repetition to upholding the court. Do not tarnish it. There, she might have saved you. She might be protecting you and teaching you. But it's clear what she's really concerned about, her own interest. Well, duh. Oh, what the fuck's that popping noise? Guess it's part of the music. Shiver the art or something of a bad man with the last time you were here. Your entire world had been turned upside down. His existence never ended. But tonight there was very little outward trust there. Yes, Creator gives you a look that's definitely intended to remind you of your place, but the Prince also intends seems pleased to see you. Sophie Bowles, did I get that right? Good evening to both of you. I understand there was someone else you wish to present to the court tonight. Yes, Prince, they will be joining shortly. My assistant is retrieving them presently. This better be worth the Prince's time, Langley. Prince gives Praetor a cold glance. Seriously, still, what's with the fucking popping noise? That part of the music? No? Effect? No? Ambience? I don't understand. What if I... Okay, it's just part of the music. It's weird though. Anyway. Because the sheriff's arson sees in particularly foul mood tonight, something to do with Bowles began to eluding his grasp, I believe. That must have hurt his eager, even if his only reply is a perfect smile. Measure his sire. As you come back to all the talk of assuring social norms and disillusionment with the status quo you enjoyed back in the club, look at you now, behaved, agreeable. Do you like what I'm too happy with this whole setup? Friends court, hierarchy titles, but hey, she's gone. Probably forever if you ever break out of this, you'll be on your own. Problem though is we can't just break out of this. It's not like Blood Lunch where we could just go off on our own path. We don't have that much ability. Hung up, whispers in the carry hall breaks you out of your thoughts. Greg enters the room. The jumpsuit, clad in red vampires, stare stage on his shoulder. The show is about to start. So which right places the charge in? The middle of the room and not just fetch the creator of the show. The sheriff approaches. The vampire removes a stake from his chest. Sheriff's eyes look to life. Starts looking around disbelief, like a car now he bats out on all fours, keeps going until I realize he's trapped. Barry steps on the man's chest and pins him to the floor. Why, who do we have here? Oh fuck, oh shit. No, come on, don't. Silence. Your takes on an aura of utter dread. Here's as if he's a primal force of nature that's out to get you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do but shrivel from terror. I think he activated his presence. Besides, you could swear it happens in the unison with the instincts of some of the other guests there. Well, maybe not everyone has, resistance to presence. They failed their presence check. It's not like anything you've experienced in his company during your travel on the first night as a vampire. He really did go easy on you, all things considered. Then it takes all the hurling's willpower to not crawl into a fetal position and start crying. No, please, don't hurt me, man, don't. You and me are going to have a little talk downstairs at the prince's discretion. Oh, please go ahead, my sheriff. You're the prince, yep, let's go. Doesn't wait for a confirmation, she just grabs the man and drives him kicking and screaming. Out of the room, conversations are all around you, some whispered, some quite overt. So there's someone aboard the hotel. Eyes wandering from art piece to art piece, clearly find nothing to her particular liking. So what happens now? At least some managed to require because the information you see each other's thug. Why not mingle while you wait for him to break? Excuse me. So we'll leave your side, goes to the corner of the gallery. Well, the gallery work for kindred, some seemingly pretty old-fashioned. Gafford, a current servant offers you a drink, still warm and smells nice. Just a sip to start you off. Splash your palate, coat in your tongue and the inside of your cheeks. Nourishment. You lift your own device, you have a quick look around. Friends is currently talking to a woman that you recall seeing here those few nights ago. She has a cold but noble countenance to her. The conversation seems to be casual. Without shrill laughter and turns your attention to the bespectacled man you saw Sophie on the night of your judgment. He's making the rounds, shouting up different patrons. Someone has eyes on you. A casually dressed, plain-looking man stands alone, no calm, watching you. He turns his gaze while you see her, so he realizes you've noticed. You know what? We could try to talk to the prince. Shop them out with glasses. Let's try to talk to the prince. What's the worst that could happen? This prince trying to stay as respectful for a private conversation as possible. Glances you as you step forward to her scrutinized gaze mirrored by your companion. She dresses the dark skin before turning to you. Excuse me for just a moment, Summer. Yes, boss, what is it? I want to ask about Sophie. She's teaching me so much about the society and its customs, but she doesn't really talk about herself. I want the kindred here tonight. You're asking me? Are you afraid you made a misstep? Struck the princess nerve, offended her approach, then she flashed a patronizing smile. How were you to ask the same question 20 years ago? I'd be happy to show all manner of juicy details about her, but tonight, I'm not in the position to gossip about my subjects. It's unseemly. The dark-skinned woman looks impatient at you and catches the prince's attention. Forgive me, that's all the time to spare right now. We have some things to discuss or submit, still. Enjoy your night, balls. Just bow and leave. Leave the two women to the conversation whenever they get back to almost immediately after the prince turns to Summer. Well, that went well. Sophie and Mingo clearly not to be disturbed. Grader hasn't come back yet, so you can probably still find time for at least one more conversation. Well, let's go trap the man with the glasses. The man notices your attention. It's very much before he pauses his mingling for long enough to actually approach him. He looks at you critically. Thomas Arturo. Pardon? Oh, it's my name. I assumed you'd like to know. I know you. By name only, of course. Balls, innocent. Embraced just a few nights ago. Well. How's on death treating you? I'm coping. Just I'm getting used to that, that's for sure. Oh, it sure does. Good thing we have an eternity to make the best of it, right? Takes a moment to clean his glasses, completely ignoring you until he's done and puts them back on. I'm sorry, I got a bit distracted. You know, most of us don't need to wear these, right? I can see just fine without them, but it's a statement. Damn things keep catching specks of dust and over assorted. Shit, though, never stays clean for too long. Sometimes I think they're more trouble than they're worth, won't you say? Man, they look good on you. Really? Oh, you bet they do. Alright, that was a nice shot, but... I have to catch up with a few more films tonight. May I talk to you later? Jeannie. Hey, Jeannie. Let me give you a chance to say goodbye, sorry. Off grabbing 2 glasses off a conjure's tray and handing one to a mustachioed man nearby. Is that the genie? I was trying to know the staircase grabs everybody's attention. Crater's back in the hoodlum's rope when the sheriff pushes his unfortunate victim inside the room. Vampire that threatened you last night's a mess. Let's see what has still inexplicably on his head, covered in sun with his ruined face and welcome shadow. He's very conscious. Shin is broken. He thinks something protruding though. In the pant leg bulge, one arm seems stretched at a strange angle, very little blood, surprising, but clearly a whole lot of hurt. Well, Crater, did our gas cooperate? Tell the prince your name. It's Howard. And who do you run with, Howard? The Midnighters. An annual coterie. My friend's had it for some time now, though from what this one told me, the name is about the only legacy the group has kept over the years. So coterie, a small group of kindred united by the need for support and sometimes common interests. Sort of how we ended up with a coterie and bloodlines with, you know, though that was basically us and our two embracees, though. I see. Hey parents, I didn't mean it. I didn't know. I didn't. I'll crack my son with the cast hardware. Recast this greater slap just locates the man's jaw. Spray of blood and create something like an abstract art piece on the floor. This one's given a threat and member of the camera room, claiming a domain without the prince's approval. That won't be enough to pass swift judgment, but he is also anarch scum. My prince? And there could be only one verdict, final death. Do your duty, Sheriff. Final death when a vampire ceases as crossing the line from undeath into true death. It usually involves ashes. Of course, somebody would like to play at being a good Samaritan like our dear old Miss Langley a few nights ago. The look at the prince serves Ewing and Sophie is just a cruel jest. Sophie's gracefully smiling, slipping her arm under yours in a strange public show of affection. Nobody says anything. Vampire named Howard jumps to his feet and mates for the window. To be fair, we should not intervene. I mean, we could show off, but to be fair, we should not do anything. We are just a gas cell. Remember that. We are just a guest. The sheriff has his job to do. We don't need to intervene. Like, this is not our place. During Howard's efforts of privilege, just for a second later, that fear is confirmed. He almost reaches the window, but almost but not quite. What seems like a blink of an eye. Crater appears first near a scabbard sword in one corner of the gallery, and then that's to the escaping anarch on the opposite side of the room. That's where Howard's head flies off his body, baseball cap free. His lifeless body crumbles to the ground and begins to decompose real time. It's an uncanny sight. As always, her show does not fail to impress. I'd like to thank Miss Langley for bringing this Sanok thug to my and Crater's attention. I assume all have found this verdict satisfactory. Rhetorical question, everybody here knows it. Then consider tonight's meeting concluded. Good night to all of you. Steps out of the room. And you see that many of the guests move to do the same. So it seems to converse with somebody, serious looking man in a trench coat. What transpired? Perhaps the time to strike a conversation of your own too. Greater Al Mai is still here for one, but Chloe getting ready to leave. October is still here chatting with the tenants. Or you think the man who was looking at your left, but he's still here keeping to himself to a secluded corner. That's hard to clear before I left. Sheriff's mood seems to have improved. So, you decide you won't get a better shot saving your piece. He is just sweeping his sword to approach him. Notice you just before his face turns from a metal car frown back to his regular predatory smirk. You seem to have caught him in a moment of reflection. What is it, balls? Want to thank you for bringing me hell. One piece for giving me a chance. Other creeps to Curtis face. You haven't seen the show. Exhibit yet. Is that gratitude? It's fleeting only there for a moment, caught on the brink of life. Which trying on my nerves, and you are still far and away from proving that was the right thing to do, so don't think that few kind words will let you off the hook. Part of the fear to bring a lamb to the slaughter. What you did tonight. Do you feel any remorse? Regret? Going to enjoy guessing. If there's nothing else, I'll be taking my leave. Can you tell me something about Sophie? I barely know anything about her. Oh, I can tell you something about Sophie. Something she wouldn't want you to hear, like the fact she's manipulative and vindictive. But then again, which of us kindred aren't? But you know more about Sophie's past? Ask her. She's unlikely to tell you the truth, though. I'm quite sure she never told me, despite her previous history. History, you say? That's what we do, Fledgling. We exist for centuries and we lie to our families, to our friends, our lovers, to our kindred, desires, and children. To ourselves. Child of vampire crazy, then embrace the child as the progeny of their sire. This term is often used derogatory and can experience plural child. Yeah, it's basically welcome to the jihad, everyone. You have your child is fighting your sires, and your sires fighting your child, and everyone's just up against each other. Just everyone's up against each other. Picks up the sword and returns towards the stairs. Good night. Watch yourself, you messed with my bang out, so I'll be sure to keep a close eye on you. That finds the way he leaves the gallery. Sorry about when Sophie always ends her conversation. Walks over to you. Just an evening, wasn't? Come, Gregory's waiting downstairs. She seemed preoccupied with something. Not in a talkative mood. It's an awkward ride back to the city. This time you arrive at an upper building from your apartment. Arrive at an upper building across just 2 streets across from your apartment. Brings you upstairs to a very nice lobby and luxurious looking hall into her domain. Oh, please have a seat. I should be right with you. Taking your surroundings. The apartment is like a gallery, an old school smoking room that you've seen in some period piece. Once in an over-rich's living room, meticulously combined together. Oh, these old habits die hard. Clearly some stick with you even after your death. But how can you smoke if we have... Yeah, she drags from a cigarette and breathes out. Breathes? How is she doing that? Can you do that? How do we breathe? I mean, she might not know, it takes some practice, but you can keep smoking if you like. Other things too, experiment you might, surprise yourself. But I'm bringing you here to show off. This is where I rest these nights. That door in the back, the bedroom, similar to yours, I have served the bodyguards in addition, of course. Why are you here? Because I need you to trust me. When I told you before that I need your best behavior to uphold my good standing with the court, I meant. But that's not the whole story. I have your interest in mine too, that's why I've given you your own haven, why I'm trying to teach you how to navigate this new reality. But you need to trust me or else this won't work. You can come here whenever you feel like asking me something. When you're in trouble too, though I hope that won't happen often. I ask you to come here when you wake up tomorrow. I have something to discuss with you. But why not discuss it right now, since we're here together? Can you follow up on a few things before we speak? Patience, fledgling. That's honestly, there's definitely something going on in Sophie's mind tonight, but she doesn't seem eager to show you just now. If you know if come downstairs with me, we'll give you a lift. Good trip, I promise that you'll show up tomorrow. Some polite goodbyes let you open the door to your haven and gather your thoughts. It's exciting, why being dragged deeper and deeper into the secret society and its rules. Whatever Sophie has planned for you, it's bound to teach you more about the thing you have become. You sink into your vampire sleep with just a sliver of hope. It's a welcome change. So yeah, welcome back to the screen. The problem though is it hasn't really been over 30 minutes yet, so yeah. How long did it take me last time? 17 parts though. A lot of those were under an hour, so I'm still just gonna say it's probably gonna be over 10 videos, but yeah. So anyway, we just gotta rest, because we can't make choices yet. Once more darkness falls upon the city, you wake up saying you have these faster nights in a windowless room as you pry open the reinforced door. Look at the windows to see in front of the sky bereft of sunlight. Then it hits you, the hunger. I don't see hunger. I don't see my need for blood rising in the corners of the screen. For a moment, you let yourself wonder if there will ever come a night when it's just not there. Given what you've learned thus far, you probably have as much chance of kickstarting your heart with jumper cables. Yeah, the thing is, it would probably be worse if we were using our powers actively. But we haven't really used our powers that much. I mean, we used presence. We could have wasted celerity, which we didn't need to do. You locked the door behind you and headed over to Sophie's apartment. You did promise to call on her. Might as well not keep the lay waiting. And hey, what else are you gonna do? Call Jess? Yeah, right. What would you tell her? If she even picked up at all, she'd probably use the opportunity to stick some more news in you, or worse, persuade you to come back. We'll go back to work? Yeah. Who was kidding? HR probably found a replacement the day after you were missing. Nobody there cares if you got killed, and after turning to creature of the night. To be fair, we could probably use a night shift thing, just to make some money to, you know, keep us sustained and everything. I mean, Bloodlines, everyone was giving you money for doing quests and stuff, but at the same time, you didn't really need money for much else than to buy your occasional armor upgrade. Maybe ammo for weapons that you picked up mostly. Or in most cases, blood. That's all you really need money for. These thoughts put you in a weird mood. Strange sensation to walk the crowded streets, same as you have so many times before. But feeling so disconnected, all these people, you're not one of them, man. Not anymore. You're a vampire, kindred, and you need to carve your own path in the strange new existence. One way or another, appropriate enough, you arrive at Sophie's building just as that thought crosses your mind. Quick words is going to go on your land to the outbreak. Apparently Miss Langley is expecting you. And of course she is. Not gonna wait patiently as the first steps. On the other side, Crow sir. Finding the door open, sending Grey Crew Sophia's driver invites you in. Finally lay yourself standing by the window, silhouetted against the stage's midnight glow. She stares out motionless like a marble statue. ... Am I interrupting something? She doesn't react immediately, but seems to snap out of some military state and look at you with strangely bleary eyes. Oh yes, yes you are. Well, that's alright, I've been meaning to ask you something. Oh great, is the light gonna be flickering this entire time just to mock us? You look out the city. We see the lights, hear the hum, smell the rain on the pavement. What do you think about? You gaze out. The lights and rain. The relentless honking. Yep, the light is gonna flicker. The relentless honking below. Music blasts from a nearby window, echoing off a building. Someone should record an hour of this and throw it up on YouTube as an ambient piece. I'm surprised we can actually put YouTube in here. It's very weird. Like, some games, you know, some games and films, you have to basically, if you're going to reference something, you have to basically change it. Like, change that to WhoTube, BooTube, something tube that isn't YouTube, because, you know, it's a copyrighted thing. You can't just add copyrighted things to your game without causing issues. Just saying. Well, up though, it's business as usual. The sights, the sounds, the smells, you know them all too well. Silver watches you, can tell she's disappointed somehow. She covers up her cautious smile. Nothing new. But pay now there's some new things. When I everyone can appreciate the intricacies that the world offers, the fact among kindred, my clan is somewhat notorious for finding innate meaning even in the mundane. Clans! A bloodline of vampires who show common characters is passed on through the blood from side to child. There were 13 known clans, all of which were reportedly founded by members of the third generation. And then there's entirely way too many other clans that are mostly just variants and stuff. And also the attributes and all that stuff. Even in the mundane. You see that blood flows through with me. You see the blood that flows through me is that of Clan Torador. So Clan Torador. Many Torador emerge from the ranks of accomplished artists, both new and faded. Not all artists need to wield a brush. The Torador art encompasses all forms of entertainment and stimulation. The clan of the Rose courts the courageous actors, singers, writers, dancers, and even sex workers. If the degenerates believe smarters will offer something new to the clan. Despite the custom of embracing only the best, the torrent of sensation and beauty in essence has caused many a diva to make a fledgling in haste. May Moonlight Night, new clan members have emerged as shallow, hedonist one-hit wonders, or just a stunning body with nothing else to offer. Nicknames divas, harlots, sensates, perverts, hedonists, degenerates. Well, there you go. There are 13 such bloodlines among us kindred, though that number has been contested in the past. In these nights, it seems that nothing is certain anymore. Yeah, there's a lot. Vampires are Heroes clan. I've gone by many epitaphs over the years, with the names used these nights have their roots in medieval times, in the original Inquisition, if you can believe it. Use these to categorize us, describe our inherent difference, and in time we adopted them ourselves. This clan has a uniqueness about it. Inescapable, originating from an ancient progenitor carried from sire to child. For the charter of the gift lies in a century of sorts, we are uniquely attuned to beauty and ugliness both. We can see well most cannot, a blessing on most nights, occasionally a curse. I thought the whole thing about Toradors were you were more attuned to humanity than others, and that basically you took a bit. If you basically murked someone, you take like 2 humanity off instead of just 1. But I'm probably thinking from bloodline standpoint. Joker's of my clan as well, though you'd be hard-pressed to see him as such. Poor creator. It breaks my heart to see him in this state. Yeah, I would have thought that. I would have put him as least as a Bruja, if anything. See, those spirituals as well, nothing like a good fall from grace. Try as you might play, but you could tell she generally cares. She lets her gaze wander for a brief moment, but it's quick to regain her composure. Then there are the Ventru, known for the pride and prolificity to rule over. The prince represents that clan, as is quite common in society around the globe. Yeah, you know, it's a bit rare when a prince isn't, you know, a Ventru. Many other clans claim positions of influence in martial politics and business. No one can rival the Ventru. The game of pure power and wealth, they have long been the leaders of the Cameroon, with more positions of power than any other clan. They are loath to give that up. The Ventru believe in the strength of tradition and lineage. The embrace is one of their most important rituals, and the choice of child paves the way other members of the clan treat the sire. The Ventru therefore aim to embrace overachievers, politically of high naturally powerful kind, or those with a talent that sets them apart from the masses. They will maintain that they are all destined to rule all kindred. No matter the sacrifice involved, though detractors call them little lords, warriors, and tyrants. Those respect Ventru for keeping the camera together use the terms like blue bloods, patricians, or warlords. Right. To be fair, not entirely a fan of Ventru. But that's because I started with Redemption, everyone. I started with Vampire The Masquerade Redemption, which basically taught me that, hey, Promethean Brujas and the whole dreams of Carthage, with vampires and kind just living together all under one city-state, and everything being great. And then the Ventru came and fucked it all up. But yeah, and then there was, you know, the Tramiel, with our dark sorcery, blood magic bullshit, raining fire down, freezing you in ice, zapping with lightning, besides just blood magic. Cause that was the thing. Also having, you know, hoppers and freaking gargoyles, turning other vampires into gargoyles. Tramiel were pretty messed up. But not as bad as the frickin' Chamitzi. Oh yeah, we're just gonna turn everything into flesh monstrosities. That'll be great. Send Slatula at you. But yeah. It wasn't until Bloodlines that I started getting into clans. Like, what clan would I really choose? I mean, Malkavian is just fun because, you know, that madness and the insight through the madness. But the problem though is Malkavian's a bit hard to actually run in pen and paper without, you know, you need your whole entire, basically take a regular written, here's what you say, then you have to magnetize it all up. You have to change all the writing to reflect that inner madness, and make it not completely cringe. But yeah. I'd say I'm still partial to between Malkavian and Gangrel. Gangrel because Gangrel just go off and, you know, do the whole brooding loner animal thing. Star their thing. That and Feral Claws is overpowered. Like, it was overpowered in Redemption. It's probably overpowered in Bloodlines, but to be fair, I don't really use it that often in Bloodlines, so shrug. Anyway, with the Blue Bloods thing, here we go. trying to read. I think basically we're getting an overview of the 3 clans that we could have been. With Blue Bloods saying themselves rulers, the Bruja like to see themselves as preeminent revolutionaries. They call for universal rebellion while being slaves to their own temper. So Clan Bruja. Oh jeez, look at this thing. Clan Bruja have always embraced from the ranks of those sympathetic to counterculture and revolution. They seek out allies who question normative ideas and recognize the power of the repressed. They get ready towards the underdog, common perception plays, punks, gang members, maladjusted immigrants, rejected by the society that should protect them, placard carrying and Molotov wielding rioters among the Bruja. But the above is sometimes true, the clan adheres to no single ideology, and their desire for dissent reaches as deep as the Farts ripping off his own company, the lawyer representing the poor pro bono, the neo-Nazi claiming to be alt-right, and the basement dweller downloading thousands of movies illegally for redistribution on streaming sites. Let in his brace to fight a protester, commonly referred to as rebels. Punks are rabble. Rabble, rabble, rabble. We don't discuss the rabble much anymore. Aren't we technically one? Now they've largely broken off the camera to think they were philosophers once long ago. Yeah, way long ago. Probably before your time. Should tell you more about some of the other bloodlines tonight. Yeah, you're not going to explain that I'm also of the Bruja clan, technically. So, you know what my clan is? No, can I guess based on your... No, I can't guess it based on your certain aspects of your behavior taste. You would need to come to your own conclusion, seek validation from your clanmates if you require such a thing. You know what I'll learn? Some could fit these stereotypes more than others. The blood is hard to deny, though there was those certainly who try. That's perhaps decided by no time. But are you here for a reason? That's something I want to speak to you about. Customer society, especially among younger, can organize into coteries. Sometimes these are called by the prince themselves, or mandated by a fledgling sire. In our case, you may treat it as more of a strong recommendation. We need to seek out companions, not only because you need to learn more about our society, but also because it's useful. Go make friends. You don't have any friends, you should go make friends. I want to point out we didn't really need to do that in Bloodlines. We were just basically told, go do this. Go do that. Go do this, go do that. Oh, the side quest. I mean, we sort of made quote-unquote allies, but in the long run, yeah, it was more still just us doing us things. True friendships are rare among kindred, but having allies, even temporary ones, is something of a necessity these nights. Might be selfish creatures, but we were drawn to each other nonetheless. But what if I want to go it alone? Suppose I'm not the social time or we'll ever go it alone, what then? Well, we find the company always disagree, but I certainly don't intend to force it upon you. I'm sure you'll find other ways to put in the nice way. Basically, she's saying, hey, you should probably do this because this is one of your choices. I'm sure you could do other things to spend the night, but for the most part, you should probably be trying to build up bonds with people. Is it going to matter in the long run? No. But you should probably be doing it anyway. But if you ever find yourself in need of assistance, knowledge, or just someone to talk to, it might be painful to realize there's no way out there for you. Should you get yourself in a tight spot? I would not always be available or willing to lend a hand, so I would suggest you take this recommendation seriously. She puts on a mysterious smile. It's all my precious time. Last night I asked around palming potential kindred for you to meet. Now a short list of contacts. I hope you appreciate the gesture. For a partnership that might offer perspectives and viewpoints that cannot provide lenses through which to feel kind they are members of the camera, of course. More or less. Okay, so who are they? Who's on the list? You live in both of them, I see. Good, I'm glad. Well, yes. Let's start with the Tramiel. They are a powerful clan, disliked by many, but feared and respected by many more. They've been an important part of the camera since the very beginning. They are blood sorcerers. Clan Tramiel. But we were in bloodlines, everyone. Hermetic mage in 8th century Romania. Tramiel was the leader of magic users, rightfully filled with their obsession and knowledge and power. When he accepted his own mortality, Tramiel cast his eyes on the hard secret of immortality. To create the mage instigated the most terrifying magical experiments ever conducted, damning himself and his followers to a hell of their own making. Terrified, they died and woke again into an eternity upon life and hunger, carved from them their craft. No, they went and died. I thought he went and nommed on the frickin' answer to Luffy and took all that power for himself, thus making his own clan. By, you know, eating a frickin' elder, antediluvian. Marker, the former magical ritual, is now only full, fresh blood allows the Tramiel to cast out thaumaturgic spells to twist reality. The clan is still organized like an initiatory occult order. Recently fresh into the number of competing houses, each claiming to be the rightful heir of Tramiel's legacy. They see true power as knowing the ways of shaping the world, having access to the right blood, and owning the rarest of ancient artifacts. They are referred to as warlords, hemetics, or transgressors. Well, I mean, they did go nom one of the ancient vampires and to get their power, so for a hint, just with blood sorcerers. Pretty sure Mark from QA used to brag about having level 70 blood sorcerer. Some of you don't think he meant magical vampires. So for Snickers. Oh, try, don't be caught with that look in your face. When you meet a warlock in person, they very are adept at using Vitae, their own, as well as others who are unique and potent effects. Vitae being blood of a vampire. Since they're quite rich in their hierarchy, the kindred I had in mind for you might need some persuading. His name is Agathon, because that's a name you'd see in most places. Well, I hear is quite the scholar, very ambitious. The charter of a noted Tramiel in New York, Icing Sturbridge. But no time with Agathon, I'm sure we'll run into her sooner or later. Blood magic, intriguing. That's fascinating, so it's a World Cup sea with the Tramiel. Don't expect them to share it right away, some things have to be earned. Well, if you wish to contact the young Tramiel, I hear you can usually find him in a New Age bookstore out on Broadway. The Tramiel have one of their workshops there. Gregory will give you the details. Now the next recommendation comes from a bear cave head. Can we say most clans have unique features that might not be ours at first glance? Well, there was one clan whose members wear their curse on their sleeve. The Nosferatu. The Nosferatu, the clan of the hidden, or known under many names: hives, lepers, sewer rats, carnies, scabs, orlocks. But a few of them sound pleasant, for the Nosferatu embraces a journey through abjection as the blood of the horror gradually deforms the struggling tissue of the human body into grotesque abominations, which apparently his own deformity similar to terrible birth defects, cancer growth, crippling injuries. Leper-like sores, those who endure it find themselves as monstrous echoes of Manao's silver screen vision, but perhaps pain and humiliation teaches compassion. Not sure as they jokingly call themselves, for the most humane of the kindred, wearing their curse on the outside rather than the inside. But some call the blood to wear the borrowed faces of their victims or disappear from sight. Others rely on prosthetics and heavy makeup. A lot of obfuscate. And much of the goofy names, guess they're really big on the Blue Oyster Cult. No wonder they make their havens in sewers, abandoned villages and such. Their appearance is hideous and obviously unnatural. They're so unclean. Had they walked the streets like African, their kind would have learned of her existence long ago. Did she just shudder? It's hard to tell with her usual complexion, but you could swear her skin suddenly took on an even more sickly color. The one I have in mind isn't as big as the eye store is the worst of them, but he is no Adonis either. Still, he has some talents and connections that you might find useful. His name is D'Angelo. He has an office, for the lack of a better term, an otherwise abandoned grain terminal on Red Hook. Right next to one of those Swedish stores, the name escapes me, the ones with the offer furniture. IKEA? IKEA? Great, now we're even putting copyright. So that's just how you get sued, but just putting references to actual things in your game. And expecting them to just be fine with it. You mean IKEA? Yes, that's my mind source too. Retain things that are aesthetically displeasing. Gender does our judge creator taking up dirt, locating kindred who would prefer to remain hidden. Kind of what the Nostromo are best at. It's on case right now, something to do with kind murders, I think. Your initial brush will report their show. I think it would be wise to show some goodwill towards his agenda. Assisting D'Angelo with his investigation might be just a thing. His brief pause to look out the window again. Now comes the two more decided proposers. Decided if the Blood Mage and the Vampire Detective were business as usual. You may have heard about the Gango before. They are a wild clan in touch with the beast in ways others might not dare to attempt. They mostly keep out big cities, but there are exceptions. Clan Gangrel. Clan Gangrel are outcast wanderers, rogues, and hunters. They make havens in the poorest parts of the city, and feel no shame in doing so. Any future remains as their own, but refer to no prince. If Pharaoh enters the city, the prince will either accept it or have to fight the Pharaoh to get them to back down. Gangrel embrace from the ranks of survivors and fires leaders, prison crews, gangs, explorers, serpent, and otherwise, and any kind who sees the world as something to traverse instead of something to hide from. They cannot for looks or title, but for accomplishment and reputation. They commonly referred to as wolves, pharaoh, and outcasts, or in more derogatory manner as animal strays and savages. As far as I remember, they're no longer part of the Camarilla, but yeah, no, they haven't been part of the Camarilla for over 2 decades. I'm calling bullshit on that one. Nominally, they haven't been part of the Camarilla for over 2 decades. So what is this, 2000... So when was this Bloodlines, 2004? Sometime around now? So this is what, 2200 and something? Now I'm pretty sure it's that whole fucking V5 Masquerade play in Parkwell. They just, yeah. Just by the way, all these things have changed. Say, wait, what? Because I'm pretty sure Gangrel were part of the Camarilla back in Bloodlines. And that was back in 2004, so don't think it's been over 2 decades. Oh. For some reason I read that as centuries. I don't know why I said 2 decades. So that means, yeah, 2000... Well, still, that would be 2024. That doesn't make sense. Huh. Over 2 decades, so this would be what, 2030 something? But anyway, the one kid I would like you to meet has strong, shall we say, familiar ties as such. Her name is Tamika. Sorry, Jasper represents the Metro. During the Battle of New York back in 1999, this is the very same battle that sent him into the city as Camarilla domain. Was it? Because if I remember back in 1999, back in New York, good old Voodoo Lack woke up and was like, I'm going to go eat all the antediluvians and become basically a god. And then Christoph showed up with his merry band of coterie members and stopped Voodoo Lack from, you know, doing things. Also, he rescued Aneska because, remember, it was a love story, better than Twilight. Their achievements have gone largely unrecognized. Don't a number of siblings still reside in the domain they were awarded after the battle, Prospect Park. Jezebel herself left the city some years ago, fed up with being underappreciated. Should I contact non-Camarero clans? Yeah, here's the thing. I got the impression in content vampires you on the camera was frowned upon, but you're saying these gangs aren't part of the set anymore. How does that work? Because yeah, you said we shouldn't be, you know, should be all part of one happy family. But yet you want me to go work with people outside the family. It's clear cut. The kangaroo as a whole has won with the camera, but individual kindred of that clan still hold our ideas. Jezebel was one of them before she became jaded. Besides, the main Prospect Heart has been upheld by Prince Fan over all these years, has it not? We consider them members of the set, and they have, for to the most part, kept to themselves. It would take a young kindred such as to make them realize where their loyalties lie. See, seeking out talent to improve education. Nothing else, and who knows, perhaps you will find your temperament to be a welcome change of pace. If you need change of pace, I have one last suggestion for you, though it's one I don't make lightly. The kindred who calls herself Hope. She's a Malkavian. They are a uniquely cursed clan, for centuries considered them mad, insane, unhinged. Those who have spent enough time with them come to understand the truth. Malkavians. Malkavians suffer mental illness following the parade. Right. Get the top pill. The colleges would diagnose the children of Malkav with schizophrenia, depression, obsessive compulsive disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder, sometimes all at once. Reality clan of the moon are all of these things, and none, like the wise madman of poetry, their derangement stems from seeing too much of the world at once. From understanding too deeply and feeling emotions that are too strong to bear. They self-medicate with blood. That's just a temporary solution. All Malkavians self-medicate illness following the embrace, sometimes incinerating an existing condition, sometimes adding a new dimension to their instability. As if their thoughts and actions were based on overworldly logic, there seems to be no knowing when their condition will manifest destructively or when it will offer important perspectives where such were previously lacking. They refer to as oracles, gestures, and visionaries. Or in more uncertain matters, madmen, liabilities, and lunatics. Yes, that whole insanity, but seeing things through said insanity thing. No sentence by unique perception of the world that has them appear to us as unstable, and that perception can prove to be very valuable. For Malkavians, it might be a taxing on the nerves. True test of patience at times, but their insight and intuition are unrivaled among kindred. As for Hope specifically, she is said to be recluse by having a good authority that she can currently be found in an internet cafe. It's called local. Called in Lower Manhattan. Gregory has that address. Internet cafe. Quaint. What now? She brought up beware the camera is highly critical of using the internet to communicate. The Second Inquisition made sure of that. Exercise caution when out of haven. The Second Inquisition. Often previous as SI, collective name among vampires for the recent coordinated efforts of intelligence agency to combat the kindred if they were a terrorist threat. Few individual agents understand what they are fighting, and the intra-agency collaboration codename First Light places enormous importance on keeping the operation secret and disguised as ordinary anti-terrorist action. So what happened to the Society of Leopold? I don't know, some 5th gen thing. 5th edition's weird in my opinion. I don't like it really. But yeah. I believe that's all of them. I still have a few social calls to make. Tonight, I'll leave you to it. Use tonight and tomorrow night to arrange some corporate business of your own. Send grateful for you as soon as I have further need of your services. Reminds you need a car. Turn us downstairs, won't you? She smiles once more and turns to the driver. He helps her put on a coat and the three of you leave Sophia's apartment. So he points to one of the cars near the parents as Gregory hands the keys. Driver in conspicuous compact car, decent look, if not luxurious ride. So just get a free car. Cool. Stay safe, Bob. This is your first night alone. Don't let it be your last. They drive away. Find yourself with more freedom than you've had for the past few nights. A blessing or burden? Time will tell. With a list of addresses in hand, you consider your next move. And here's where we end the video. Cuz, welcome to Choices. I forget if it just goes to the thing when I choose it. Probably not. Ah yes, so choices. It's kind of magic. There's mention of vampire clan blood sources brought your attention. One of them, Magathon, could potentially be your introduction to the bizarre powers of the Tremel. I was sort of hoping they'd have, like, instead of that symbol, though, they'd have, you know, the symbol of the clan. So for suggestion, meet Hope, a reclusive member of the Malkavian clan. She's supposed to be holed up in a cafe in Lower Manhattan. A recent stream of violent killings has the Red Hook district of Brooklyn on edge. Sophie mentioned that Quaid Al-Sami has a secret social investigating the murders of Nosferatu and Nate by the name of D'Angelo. You help him out, he might be persuaded to form a lasting partnership. And then Sophie mentioned a kangaroo neonate by the name of Tamika, who made herself a haven and prosper part. The girl turns out they're social brought to you by kindred damage. But if you can keep her from clawing your eyes out just long enough, she might be persuaded to join you. So let's think back. Who did we have help us in Coteries of the New York last time? I'm pretty sure we had Hope. Pretty sure we might have had Agathon. And we were working somewhat on D'Angelo, but at the same time we didn't get enough done with D'Angelo before the end. So, Tremel, Malkavian, Nosferatu, or Gangrel. I might work on Gangrel and Nosferatu this time. We did mostly those two last time. I know we did somewhat of D'Angelo's, but not all of it. But anyway, so here's the thing. As for now, we're going to call it a video. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day.